two best teams since we were his hole on the drive, floats it up and floats it
on the defensive end, but her scoring, Courtney Williams is absolutely fantastic.
7 straight 20-point games. That came
goes to the bucket. You have to be
Williams playing catch. Williams launches Clark. Clark with that float shot. Big shot.
Step up her game, which is going to be.
Mitchell launches in the wnba, and they've been playing well.
You have to put a body on her because her ears come alive, not only with her shot, but
a year ago seemed destined to finish just 11 as Clark launches.
Gives threes. Not only scoring threat this season, has just kind of in here, even adapt within the season.
4 games. Smith catching any team in the wnba. This is in the early going, and Boston with a massive side. Oh, you got deep position, Boston.
And in here, it just
runs in. Well, that looked,
especially with the block on here, Lexi Holt would have really treasured.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot. Fever shooters in the Minnesota perimeter defense. There's Mitchell, head full of steam. Clark looking ahead, feet inside.
Not the best angle to try.
Way inside, but Collier more than capable.
Does have his advantages. Just peek the hands. Such a great time.
Up and down. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. There's Kelsey, thank you. And yes, very pot out of the timeout. McBride is open.
Where the ball is going to come off every single time. 3-point shooter.
Who's just checked in. She's a good defender, too. Heidemann on the drive. Lexi.
Respect that these players have for her.
Driving on. Heidemann leads in, flips it up.
For perfection. And within herself as well. But
40 minutes on Wednesday. That is a deep 3 from Carlton. Clark looking aggressive. Clark,
difficult shot. She just
really picking up the pace as Heidemann steps in.
Even as that ball came down, it's like
they've hit 5 of their last 6.
So many different variables just in that.
Really developing.
Yeah, and I think they both want the same thing as far as.
See Hole coming up with another steal, splits the double 3. Fact Bentley with the offensive rebound.
Player that again, the Fever desperate.
Extra pass and Lassini sets up Dantas. Can't answer. And Bria Gossheim cated for at the trade deadline. Really is bulking up here before the playoffs. Got a goal here. That's a difficult look. Defense is in the league as Collier forcing now the favorite for second. For kickback here, so Fact Bentley 3. Xander Lassini.
Exact same energy and special.
Clark with a couple of really found a spot in the wnba.
I mean, not only with her passing, but also 2 feet into the paint, and then that floater.
Indiana's bench, and lately that time Indiana took rest over her last 2 games.
This year to last year as well. She couldn't.
Finds out an aggressive take. Wheeler just blows by Collier and
Could be a scoring threat is exactly what she. But we've seen that
drug tested for the 3rd time this season
that they did in college.
From 3, now she'll take it and knock. I've said this, Erica Wheeler in
all hours, and that
starts. He's got a Boston who will launch and miss on Minnesota. Spot pretty often, league leader in
the beginning of the season. I really think that works and play how they want.
19 of their 35 team. Really just a Mitchell extra pass. McBride catch and shoot. Hesitation, Clark the floater. It's amazing how quickly that's become a back bounce pass. Mitchell into trap.
Is really what's making this team so special. That was a great pass. Fortunately, she did.
Looks like we might have had a clock. So a few seconds had wound down. And Lassini is.
That's tough. He's cut in front of you. So that's tough.
Shots that they normally hit, but just 4 turnovers to a double. Team lofts it up for Boston. wnba out of the Olympic break. Couple of questions. Haas launches.
The miss or the makes. It's just, is it the right?
But Collier's having 6 rebounds. Parks take on Angel Reese and Scott. Mitchell on the handoff from Boston. And
to really get things up again. It's the first time they're going to the playoffs.
Here in this building, too. Look at Hines Allen. Back for Williams, offensive foul on Minnesota. Based on last year, they've won 8. So look at Mitchell, Clark, play it.
Again, it's not always about the mix of the makes.
Game.
Yep, just nice handoff.
There as Williams on the drive, off balance. That look kind of says it all. Kind of great with the shot clock low, and Boston.
At that start of the season wasn't the best.
Pro out of Iowa State. Clark's gotten it. 17 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Wrap around pass to Carlton.
Pass.
An emotional year for above the season. Alana Smith.
His first 4 minutes and really just put it
away. Flips it up. Just
that ball. She blew up that she
went into halftime with Smith launches.
This is what makes these so good. Being fired up.
With a ton of experience. It'll be great, but they're going to continue to get more difficult. Here's Smith rolling at that. Right, Stana Smith.
So big for him. A little push there.
Clark stepping back, fading, firing. And Smith couldn't handle it, right into the hands as the Lynx in front. September, they off without a made field goal. Collier.
Man, what a great stop and pop there. Looking up and having that call.
Mitchell trying out of the Olympic break. Collier straight away. Boston on the drive, gets inside. He's carried Indiana offensively.
Collier is an excellent.
Number 2, Fever trying to hold down number 6.
Moving with the purpose.
Mitchell, Holt comes in and had to Fowler.
And a nice easy finish there for Smith.
Shooter. And Mike Eastern. It's the National Women's Soccer League there. Here's Collier going coast to coast. But everything difficult. He's firing it inside. Collier hangs up. Something that we have barely seen.
Got to be able to go to the next play. Big time. Big shot by a big time.
And a foul off the ball. It's foul 2 for 22. Williams steps into a threat, giving a sarcastic cheer.
To find the open player so.
Fakes the 3, pulls up, and at least since the month of May. Mitchell stepping into a deep 2. Here from the Lynx and Hines Allen.
By finding that open person.
Holt steps into a 2. Key moment in this game has been unrelenting. It's Allen, maybe shuffled her feet.
An opportunity to do that here, but
Mitchell called for the foul.
Fever have to be so solid.
Lay off balance, feeds inside.
If you get beat, you.
Mixing out to Mitchell on the drive, the floater. With that high-low for Minnesota. Trying to create, find some space, shot 2 straight. By Benley. Collier lines up game defensively. Clark's had a good item inside deep position. Call it Mitchell wide open. Here of the 4th as Carlton tries to putting on the move. Shot off the mark there. Carlton corner 3.
It looked like Minnesota was high level.
But there instead looking inside for Boston.
Shot fake, but great.
Times that's to take a backseat as Williams steps into a 3. Can't connect.
So many different platform categories.
Williams gets inside, floats it up, shot.
Multiple offensive possessions. Really.
Just couldn't handle what would setting up Clark. Maybe. And a foul on the floor. That is a big foul as Smith straight away. Can't hit on it into Boston. Boston one bounce. Get anything going offensively here in the. Williams launches in.
I think he had a wide open shot as well.
Wilson open from the corner. Can't hit on the picker spot. Lob it inside. U-hop. Williams side. Mitchell launches. And hit pass into the corner. Carlton launches. Clark, step back. And Collier is called for a foul on the to go. And you can imagine that play there by Caitlin.
And not doing that. You have to be able to.
5th extra pass. Carlton. Pitcher from Bridget Carlton. Boston. Another impact play. And rim for most of the quarter. Clark leans in, trying to draw the foul.
Playing through the contact.
Heidemann driving on Samuelson. Get
play behind the backstop and pop.
1 minute and 50 seconds. Here is Clark. Difficult about the 3. She'll hoist, leaves it. Carlton started all of this. Benley back for a hole, but she's called for a foul. Now a 4-point lead. So on to 6. Here's Mitchell running into traffic. Cause the overturn unless she out of the circle.
Yeah.
But what they can look at
this momentum, you got to be able to put a stop to
one and look at the last minute of the second as they headed into the locker room and they
mentally in it. So you have to be able to take possessions off, and she's really.
Here's Benley from the corner. And in a matchup here out of the Olympic break, they've been the WNBA's 2 best teams since we were Eastern Conference out of the Olympic break. Here's Hole on the drive, floats it up and floats it.
Playing to her strengths. You see a lot of the defensive end, but her scoring, some nice rip and go and stop and pop. Who Courtney Williams is absolutely fantastic.
Mitchell set a franchise record with 7 straight 20-point games. That came
towards pick up Clark as soon as the ball goes to the bucket. You have to be.
Atlanta Smith, Courtney Williams playing catch. Williams launch it. Clark working on Williams. Handoff Boston. Here is Clark. Clark with that float shot. Make
sure her weaknesses are to really step up her game, which is to be.
Mitchell launches. Minnesota with the 4th-ranked offense in the WNBA, and they've been playing well.
When anybody recognizes who has the ball, you have to put a body on her because specifically for her footwork. But I feel like this year's come alive, not only with her shot, but
Your 4th in the MVP voting a year ago seemed destined to finish. And has been red hot at home. They've won 10 of their last 11 as Clark launches.
she's averaging the longest threes. Not only Melissa Smith, who hasn't been as much of a scoring threat this season, has just kind of adapt to your teammates, adapt to your coaches, and here even adapt within the season.
Been in double figures in each of her last 4 games. Smith looks to defend the perimeter more than any team in the WNBA. This is midbound. He's got a couple of them here in the early going, and Boston with a massive side.
It really took advantage there down low.
Oh, you got deep position, Boston.
So good. You have to be able to be ready to play. And then here, it just
run by Lexi Hull, and a late whistle comes in. Well, that looked
especially with the block on, I think the free throw line. And here, Lexi Hull would have really treasured.
With a 1-point lead here early from Indianapolis. Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot.
It's the key. She already knows she's done it.
Fever shooters in the Minnesota perimeter deep break, and nobody defends it better than Minnesota. There's Mitchell, head full of steam. Clark looking ahead, feet inside.
Especially that offseason, and here just a nice handoff. Not the best angle to try.
To that. Williams weaves her way inside, but Collier more than capable.
Best. Playing that small ball does have its advantages. Just being able to go and run the floor as soon as the ball goes out of your hands. Such a great thing.
Quickest in terms of pace of play. They want to get up and down. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. There's
You can watch, prepare for it.
Kelsey, thank you. And yes, very Minnesota. There are turnovers here out of the timeout. McBride is open.
Has such a way of knowing where the ball is going to come off every single time.
Sloppy there from Kelsey Mitchell.
Bucket, she is a that's exactly what we see here.
Oh, look at Lexi Hull coming up with another steal. Splits the double. Catch and shoot. Too strong on a 3. In fact, Bentley with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, just another energy player that, again, the Fever desperate.
Goes behind the back to Collier. Extra pass, and Lassini.
Hit your first shot. It's impressive.
Clark sets up Dantas. Can't answer on Ion alongside Kelsey Casper and Bria Gossheim. This is her 7th game with Minnesota. Was traded for at the trade deadline. Really a 2nd-round pick. Bulking up here before the playoffs. And Lassini sticking with her. Mitchell got a goal here. That's a difficult look. Quick break. It's one of the top defenses in the league as Collier forces. Probably right now the favorite for 2nd. Clark crossing over, kick back. Here's a fact. Bentley 3. Xander Lassini.
There's in between halves to come out with the exact same energy and smash
opponent. Clark with a couple of threes. Mid-second rounder who's really found a spot in the WNBA.
The transition play. I mean, not only with her passing, but also what a great way for Heidemann just to get 2 feet into the paint. And then, like you said, she's been working on her mid-range, especially that floater.
From their 2nd units. Indiana's been strong here tonight and lately. That time Indiana's Turner number is Clark going to get her first rest over her last 2 games.
I think that was a huge difference from this year to last year as well. She couldn't rest in how they called the game.
Hines Allen, aggressive take. Wheeler just blows. She was open, passes up the shots. Hull steps into it too. This really feels like a key moment in this game as Minnesota has been unrelenting. Hines Allen maybe shuffled her feet. Just 10 in the 3rd.
And which the Fever have an opportunity to do that here, but
Minnesota, Lynx won by 10 in Minneapolis. Mitchell called for the foul. There.
Fever have to be so solid.
Heidemann driving into fact. Bentley off balance, feeds inside.
Discipline on Lexi Hull's part. If you get beat, you.
Mixing out to late. Really good defensive sequence there for Minnesota. Mitchell on the drive, the float.
Shots aren't falling. See if you can make somebody fall.
That high-low for Minnesota. Clark trying to create, find some space, shot two.
A test that we're going to see more of those here in this quarter.
Signs Allen, and watched by Fag-Benley. Collier lines up Kate Carlton, who stays right with her. She's had a good game defensively. Clark's had a good... Heidemann inside, deep position, called. Clark, Mitchell, wide open. Hit 3 in the first 2 minutes. Williams launches and...
Good job sharing the basketball. I think Fee had a wide open shot as well.
Get back for Boston. Inside, Samuelson open from the corner. Can't hit on 4. Williams trying to pick her spot, lob it inside. U-hop!
There by AB trying to get something going.
Williams, Kevin Smith. Smith muscling inside. Mitchell launches. And hit. Thought about the 3. Heidemann on the drive. Bounce pass into the corner. Carlton launches.
Turn over with Carlton. You got to be able to know where she's at.
Clark, step back. Second best record in the league. And Collier is called for a foul on the floor right now. She picked up her 5th foul a couple minutes ago. And you can imagine that went away. And really an intelligent play there by Caitlin.
You know, you don't want to get comfortable and not doing them. You have to be able to...
First team candidates have shown out here tonight. Smith extra pass. Carlton.
Her teammates are looking for it.
The silencer from Bridget Carlton. Boston at the 3. Look at Carlton making another impact play. And who couldn't find the bottom of the rim for most of the quarter. Back here for Clark. Clark on the fake. Clark leans in, trying to draw the foul.
Give up on the play there, just staying through it, playing through the contact.
Lead. Heidemann driving on Samuelson. Gets
of the mismatches, and what a beautiful play behind the back, stop and pop.
In the last 1 minute and 50 seconds. Couldn't get over the hump. Here is Clark, difficult. Boston thought about the 3. She'll hoist, leaves it.
Third quarter, and they just made him pay bucket after bucket.
Carlton started all of them. They barely had a pulse. Fag-Benley back for a hole. Dangerous pass, hole nearly took it away. But she's called for a foul. Close in on the playoffs. Connecticut right now a 4-point lead. So tie break. Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running into traffic.
Back where that defense is being placed.
Not sure what would have caused the overturn unless she's clearly out of the circle.
Yeah.
They felt like it should be overturned. But what they can look at...
And being able to stop those runs. When the team gets momentum, you got to be able to put a stop.
And Bria, I think you'll go back and look at this one and look at the last minute of the second. The Lynx, I think, a little bit of momentum as they headed into the locker room, and they...
It's extremely difficult to stay mentally in it, so you have to be able to play the game right. She plays the game hard. She doesn't take possessions off, and she's really, really...
Here's Fag-Benley from the corner. Lynx team going to prevail. And in a matchup back here on ION.